Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I wanted to take a look at the Fingerprint Utility application for our PS Vita, and this allows us to look at all sorts of different information about our model, hardware, our battery, system settings, our memory card, and things like that. It's a pretty cool application to have on your system if you're curious on what you have going on your Vita. So I recommend everyone getting this just in case you need to look at certain information for something that you'll need maybe in the future. I don't know. This is really good for, I would say, maybe developers if they wanted to kind of dig a little deeper within the hardware and see what's going on with the Vita that they're working with and things like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started on how to install this application. Let's go home. And now we are going to go to our Vita Shell. And from here we have two options to connect either from USB mode or our FTP client. And by pressing start, you have the option to access the SD to Vita adapter if you have one, or your memory card. And I am running off my PS Vita 1000 and it does require a memory card, so that option is there. If you have a PS Vita 2000, you should see the internal storage there available for an option. Then we have the select button, which is very important. This is how we're going to connect through our PC, either our USB connection or FTP client. So let's do USB connection, and once you have it enabled, I'm gonna go with FTP just for this demonstration, not to lose connection on my live stream here. And what you want to do next is press select, and you should be in USB mode right away, or have the FTP server running, and then you'll have to open up the FTP client on your computer and enter the information available there, and you'll be connected. So let's move on to the PC. So here we are on our desktop, and this is my PS Vita USB drive ready to go. Go to the first link in the description and that'll take you to VitaDB. And here is Fingerprint version 0.02. So hit the download link at the bottom, the download VPK. Perfect. Let's show in our folder. There it is. And now we can just simply drag this onto our USB drive, and I'm going to throw it into my VPK folder here. And it should be fairly easy to do that. And there was no timer there to copy, so, and this is less than 2 megabytes, which is great. So now we're going to head on back to our Vita and finish the installation process. Back on our Vita shell, we're going to find that VPK file, and I'll go into my UXO folder and go to the VPK folder and find fingerprint.vpk. Install that. We are going to be good to go to use this application. And I am running off 3.60 with Hinkaku Enzo, and it's working just fine. So once it's done, we'll head back to our home screen, and we are going to go down. Got a lot of stuff on here. So here is Fingerprint. Let's check it out. Okay, so beautiful interface here, very simple, very easy, looks very clean. At the top we have the battery percentage, the time, and the date. Fingerprint version 0.02. And here we can take a look at all the different information about our system. So here are our options. We have model and hardware, firmware and flags, system settings, battery, live area, memory card, game card, Wi-Fi network, partitions, PS network and activation, PSP emulator, processor clock, and MISC. So if you hit the little bubble at the bottom right hand corner, this will take you to an advanced mode and give you more information about your internet connection and some info about your power. So you can take a look at if your battery needs to be changed out or something. And you can also see the clock frequency at the bottom for all 4 clocks. Very good. Let's go back and let's check out our model and hardware. So at the top we have the model, which is Vita Fat Wi-Fi 1000 series, type retail, region Japan, our MAC address, our PlayStation code, our console ID, and hardware info. Very cool. Here's our firmware and flags. Current firmware is 3.60. And it's just a lot of fun to see what exactly is going on with our system, and also this would definitely help your situation if you're not seeing something correct, like for example, if an application is not working properly, you can just take a look at your system settings, your system info, and see if you have your proper firmware and things like that. Here's our battery. We're sitting at 65%. Capacity 1463 of 2200, and lifetime 4 hours and 19 minutes. You can also check temperature, which is kind of cool. State of health 98%. That's good. So this is a great utility that allows you to look at more information about your system, and it's working just fine for me here. So if you guys have any questions, please comment down below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one.